55-mile-an-hour machines. It's Mark Westmoreland. He comes from Hull. He was the 350 and champion in 1982 and the 250 production championship also. He's a mechanic. He didn't race at all in 1984, but he certainly made his mark this year. He's won very easily with 3 wins, and he's also leading the 1985 350 ACU Star Championship. So there he is in pole position. Next to him, the man carrying number 2 because he's second in the championship, Dean Robinson, who comes from North Hykeham and who, like Westmoreland, is riding a 350cc Yamaha. 2 wins in the series. There have been 8 races so far. This is the 9th and final round, with 15 points at stake for a win, 12 for second, 10 for third, and so on, down to 1 point for 10th position. And in third place on the grid, that's in the middle of the front rank, the third from the right, is 6'2" Chris Sykes, 23-year-old Chris Sykes, and we've had a lap record every race so far today. Left very badly, John Wilkinson, and down the finishing straight, lap 1 into Tops Corner. Westmoreland up there in second place on the grid as they go down to the sweeping left at Maggots, and then brake hard and go down through the gearbox into second gear for Beckett's. And it's Westmoreland already in the lead on lap 1. And if things go in this race as they have done in virtually every other 350 race that Westmoreland has ridden in this year, the interest is going to be at the front for the lap record, and to see whether, as in every other race today so far, there's going to be a new lap record. And Westmoreland's target is 1 minute 37.8 put up by Tom Drury, 107.74 miles an hour. These bikes, about 70 brake horsepower from their twin-cylinder 2-stroke water-cooled engines, and that's good for 155 miles an hour down the Hanger Straight. 6-speed gearboxes. They weigh about 230 pounds. They are not out-and-out Grand Prix racing machines, but they still go very, very quick indeed, as you can see for yourselves, because they're now to Abbey Curve on the first lap, 9 laps to go at the end of this one, under the Daily Express Bridge, into Woodcote. The leader, Mark Westmoreland, and over the line goes Westy now in second place, and some 3 seconds behind him, Martin Bennett on the Yamaha. In third place is Paul Grubb, also on a Yamaha, as is everybody in this race. In fourth position, it is Ian Burnett, Roger Burnett's brother. That's the Honda Works rider, Roger Burnett. And look at this. This is racing style. The rider tucked down behind the fairing, coming out of it to increase wind resistance and give himself the maximum visibility, looking over the windscreen. Mark Westmoreland out of the right-hander at Beckett's, into the left-hander at Chapel, and number 10 there, Paul Grubb, in third position. But is he going to be there very much longer? As you can see, 4 abreast, 1 in front of them. And in second position, it's Martin Bennett now. Martin Bennett, number 8. It's a very close run thing for second place. Westmoreland in a race of his own. But a lot of contention behind him. There's the leader. 3 wins, 2 second places, a third this year in this championship. Now, Martin Bennett from Burton-on-Trent, number 8 there in second place. Here's the leader. Lap record target, 1 minute 37.8, out of Woodcote, up to the line, and his time as he crosses the line, 1 minute 39.08. So he's about 1.2 seconds outside the lap record, and seemingly not having to hurry at all, because a colossal gap between the leader, Mark Westmoreland, and this 5-man battle for second place on lap 3 out of 10. And leading that battle for second at the present moment, the Yamaha of Martin Bennett. Look for number 8, Bennett. Well, he's down into third place because up into second place has gone, it looks like Paul Grubb. It's not. In second place now, it's Barry Middleton, number 38, who was third at the end of the previous lap. Now, Barry Middleton, riding the 350 Yamaha, comes from Bradford-on-Avon. Now he's broken clear. In third place, it is Ian Burnett now in third place. Let's see how far he is behind. There he is. And you'll see on the right-handers, they get their weight right over to the right, get the knees out. A lot of them wear knee protectors because they actually rub their knees along the tarmac, and you can go through your leathers very, very quickly indeed. And they wear a special compound, and there's a battle going on there. And on the outside, it's Ian Burnett from Scunthorpe. Here's the leader. Now, we'll see what the gap is and whether anybody is catching Westmoreland. He crosses the line, 1:39.13. Westmoreland is speeding up, but no doubt about it, number 38 in second place, Barry Middleton, the Bradford-on-Avon man, is inching his way up towards the leader. There's the battle for third. This is lap 4. In third position, the places are chopping and changing as they go round now. Scott Ferguson has come up now, and he was in 5th position, and he's now up into 3rd place. Down to 4th position goes Paul Grubb, number 10. In 5th position, it's Ian Burnett. That's Burnett. Look for number 38 after number 1, the race leader. 38, Barry Middleton, who's gone through. Now, you can see it just gone there in 3rd position, Scott Ferguson, number 28. The leader is now round Club Corner, up towards Abbey. He's on his 4th lap. And he's just got to keep going to make it a very convincing victory. But it's far from decided who's going to be third. Here is the battle for third. And in the place at the present moment is Scott Ferguson. There he is. Here's the leader into Woodcote to complete his 4th lap. And the second place man, 1:38.8. The leader is exactly 1 second off the record-breaking pace. But he doesn't have to worry. These do, though. Now, as you look down, you see at Cox, you can see how the jostling for positions denies the best line to all of them. Whereas the leader, Mark Westmoreland, can ride his own pace up at the front. There's the second place man, number 38, Barry Middleton. Here's the leader. Really pressing. But Barry Middleton is fairly flying. There's the third man. Now Ian Burnett is coming up. Ian Burnett is challenging Scott Ferguson for 3rd place, and he's got it. Ian Burnett is ahead. Number 18, Ian Burnett is up a place, and catching him is Rob Tolton. Rob Tolton, number 54. It's chopping and changing all the way round the lap for 3rd place between those 6 riders. And the leader, Mark Westmoreland, is out on his own, but marginally closer to him now is Barry Middleton. Still in 3rd position, it's Scott Ferguson, and here's the battle for 3rd. Now, look at that. That's the gap between 1st and 2nd. Number 1, Westmoreland. Number 38 in 2nd position, and Westmoreland's time, 1:39.03. I think Westmoreland is possibly taking it slightly too easy. This is the half distance lap completed. 5 laps to go in this 10-lap race, including the one that they are on now. And it's still Mark Westmoreland leading. It's still in second position. Barry Middleton, there's the leader. Now look for 38. There's Middleton. And he's definitely much closer to Westmoreland, who may be playing a waiting game, playing a canny race, riding a canny race. But he mustn't overdo it. Because my goodness, Barry Middleton is really going. They're out of Chapel into the Hanger Straight. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, out of Chapel as quickly as it takes to say it. And who's in third? Through to take that third position round the outside of Stowe Corner goes Rob Toulton, the Mark I racing rider on the Yamaha, taking it from number 18, Ian Burnett. Meantime, Westmoreland on his way. In fifth position, it's still Martin Bennett. In sixth place, it is still Scott Ferguson. Here they come. Toulton, the man to watch, number 54. And the leader. Now, the gap between race leader, Mark Westmoreland, and the second place man, number 38, Barry Middleton, is 3.06 seconds. And that is the battle for third position. In that third position now, he's retaken it. Ian Burnett goes into Copse. Behind Middleton, practically riding on his rear wheel, Rob Toulton, and in fifth place, Martin Bennett, the leader. Now, he started to lap the tail enders. The gap, I remind you, between first and second was just over 3 seconds. That's the third, fourth, fifth, at the exit of Beckett's into the left-hander at Chapel, flicking the bike from right bank to left bank, virtually instantaneously. And weaving for position, going through on the inside as he did on the previous lap. To third position is Ian Burnett. Up into fourth place goes Mark Bennett. Straight down to fifth position goes Rob Toulton. So Rob Toulton has gone from third to fifth in about 1 second. And Burnett is going to lose that third position. He has done so. Burnett has lost third place. Martin Bennett, number 8, has gone up into third position. There's a tail ender getting in the way. He's going to be passed to the left by one rider, to the right by 2 riders. He's about to be engulfed by 3 others. And number 18, Ian Burnett, has in the process taken third position. The leader is coming up to complete another lap. And the gap between the leader and the second place man, number 38, Barry Middleton, is 3.3 seconds. That's the man who is third, and it's Ian Burnett. In fourth position now, it's Martin Bennett. In fifth position is Toulton. And we are on lap 8. And I think Mark Westmoreland is taking his time, literally. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's just passed and lapped Darren Watts, number 56. Oh, a lovely bit of riding. Mark Westmoreland comes from Hull, and it looks as though he is going to make it his 4th win out of 9 races in the series. He finished 2 in one of the others, third in yet another. 6 years racing experience, and he's, yes, it never ceases to amaze me how at that speed riders can take a hand off the handlebars, pivot their whole body, look back to see where the opposition is, and Westmoreland will, with his 6 years of racing experience, have been able to judge that gap of that time and distance is just about right, because he's now going to come through and start his last but one lap, lapping John Hindle from Doncaster, number 43. There is the second place man, number 38, Barry Middleton, and the gap between Westmoreland and Middleton as they go into the 9th lap is some 5 seconds. There, consolidating his third position, is Ian Burnett. Roger's going to be proud of him, or is he? Well, there's Westmoreland. Burnett still third. fourth now is Rob Toulton, and in fifth position is Martin Bennett, the leader. And there in the background, in a moment, no. Well, that is Ian Burnett from Scunthorpe on the Yamaha in third position. He's definitely broken clear now. Burnett looks as though he's got third position made. And in second place, number 38. They all have blue number plates on the front to signify the 350cc engine capacity. That is traditional. Green for the 250s, red for the 500s. And Ian Burnett is away, and it rather looks as though with Westmoreland in the lead, with Barry Middleton in second position, with Burnett well up in third place. That is the finishing position. But I speak too soon. There is the leader. There is no doubt that Westmoreland is going to see the checkered flag first for the fourth time in the series, unless he has trouble on the very last lap. The second place man looks secure, Barry Middleton. What about third, though? It is still pretty close, because just coming into your picture now, numbers 18, Ian Burnett, and Martin Bennett in fourth position are very close to each other. So, out of Beckett's chapel, being approached now, Mark Westmoreland. He's going to be able to rejoice at the end of this race to the 83 points that he already has. He's going to add another 15. 98 points altogether he will have in the championship, and that will increase his championship lead. Number 38 going through in second place, Barry Middleton. There, 18, Ian Burnett in third place. The first three look well and truly established. We're on the last lap. The leader is out of Club Corner. There he is now, coming out of it in fourth gear at about 110 miles an hour. Looks back, no problems for Mark Westmoreland. Into Abbey at about 130 miles an hour, building up speed all the time to close on 140, 145. Under the bridge for the 10th and last time, going down a gear to take Woodcote, no chicane, to take Woodcote cleanly and smoothly. To see the checkered flag, Mark Westmoreland the winner. It should be through in second place now, Barry Middleton. Indeed it is. Barry Middleton crosses the line in second position, and in third place Ian Burnett, with fourth Martin Bennett. In fifth position behind Bennett it's John Wilkinson from St Helens on the Yamaha, and in sixth place Paul Simmons.